What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We're back on the Desolation map. And it's Monday again. I hope you guys aren't getting stressed out with these Mondays. For some of you, I know that school is approaching, if not already here. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But school is coming. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you in a bad mood. But I want you guys to realize that when you're an adult, school is not going to seem all that bad. Right now, as a kid, as a child, as a young adult, you probably view school as a negative thing. Oh, I gotta go learn. I gotta go do stuff I don't want to do. I gotta go read books. And let me tell you guys, right now, you don't enjoy it, maybe, but school is pretty cool. And I'm not saying that just to like trick you, and I'm telling you that as a person who was a kid, who is still a kid at heart, who is still a kid in his brain. I'm telling you that you guys should really enjoy your time at school, because although it may be something you don't want to do, when you look back on it, you are going to miss it so much. So much. Because it was so much fun. Okay, you got to sit through an hour of class listening to the teacher drone on about something you don't want to listen to. But then you hang out with your friends at lunch on recess or whatever the heck you do, you know, and you play sports and it's so good. It's so good. Okay, the reason I'm talking about school today is because today we're dealing with some books. Now, I realize that it's 2015 and books are starting to become sort of a thing of the past. And that is a very troubling, disturbing thing to me, because I grew up on books. I went to school, to college, because of English, you know. I'm a reader, a voracious reader. My vocabulary is... I can't think of a word to describe it. The irony there should be funny to you. Immensive? I don't know. It's pretty big. I got a big vocab. Anyway, what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is I'm building a bookstore. Okay, do you like my segue? Do you like that? That was a good segue, okay? I feel like it. I feel like I'm segueing my butt off these days, okay? And so what we're building today is we're at the mall, obviously, and every mall needs a bookstore, right? I mean, come on. Even though it's 2015 and everyone's glued to their phones or their iPads or their Kindles or whatever they're glued to, their couch, I don't know what people are glued to these days, but whatever they're glued to, it's all because of books. Books started the whole thing, okay, guys? Books still exist, by the way, in case you didn't know, books are still a thing, alright? The reason I'm bringing this up is I went into my party today and I started chatting with my subscribers. And I started, questioning them about the books they're reading in school, the books they're reading in their free time. And pretty much the answer to all those questions were, books! Ew! Do you know how sad that makes me, guys? I can't. I don't even want to continue with this. How sad that makes me. Knowledge is power. And books are filled with knowledge. What power do you have in this world? Think about it. The only power you have comes from your brain, your mind. So why not try to improve it constantly? I got into a discussion today with my party, and I asked them what kind of books they read. And books, they said, books, I read Call of Duty. That's what they read. I read Call of Duty's menu screens. Oh, man, you're not learning anything from Call of Duty. If anything, you're getting dumber. If anything, you are getting dumber by playing Call of Duty for 5 hours a day. Read a book, guys. I'm not telling you this because, is what was told to me. I'm telling you this because if I hadn't read books as a younger person, I feel like I would be really stupid right now. That's all it is. I feel like right now I would be really, really dumb if I hadn't spent so much time reading books. So, if you're not reading books, what the heck are you doing? How are you learning? If you're not reading books, how are you learning? Are you just learning in the 1 hour you're in class at school? Is that all the math you're learning? Is that all the English you're learning? Is your English class 3 times a week for 1 hour? I sure hope not. And if it is, you are messing up big time. I'm not trying to preach to you guys. It may come off as preachy. I'm just trying to share my knowledge, and experience. That's all. And I'm trying to help you guys. Books aren't boring. Books are like Minecraft. They require your imagination. If you like Minecraft, then why wouldn't you like reading a book? The book tells you what to think and what's going on, but it doesn't fill in your imagination for you. Only your imagination can do that. And books is basically a novel. I mean, there's all sorts of different kinds of books, from magazines to reference books to instruction manuals to vignettes to novels, all sorts of things. But like novels force you to use your imagination, which is what I'm trying to do on this Barnes & Noble. I'm not going to call it Barnes & Noble. It's going to be B&N, okay? And I'm going to need your guys' help because I thought about it. I want B&N to stand for something in Coveton that doesn't stand for in real life. I don't want it to stand for Barnes & Noble. I want it to stand for something else that's preferably funny or make some sort of comment or commentary. So if you guys have any ideas what B&N could stand for in this mall that's not Barnes & Noble, put them in the comments. Write it down right below because I love your ideas. You guys come up with some beautiful ideas that I really like to enjoy. I do like to enjoy your ideas. But this Barnes & Noble, I keep saying Barnes & Noble. This B&N, as to be named in the future. I spent a lot of time on the facade. I didn't have a solid plan going in. I was just going to wing it, basically, for you guys. I was just planning on winging it. And that's what I did. You will notice I changed things 4, 5, 6 times. And I'm going to bring you the raw, the realness, this is how I build. I will build stuff, and I will not hesitate to build something. And if it doesn't work, I will not hesitate to destroy it and start over with something else. And if that doesn't work, I won't hesitate to destroy that. I'll just keep on building and destroying and building and destroying until I'm blue in the face, because that's what I do. That's just exactly what I do. Till something works. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is the only thing that's helping you improve. If you don't fail, then you didn't learn anything, okay? If everything you do, you succeed at, then you didn't learn anything. And maybe you're really good already, okay? You don't need to improve. Or maybe you're just super lucky. Anyway, it's Monday! What am I doing here? It's Monday. Let's get to the creative question of the week. Right? I don't know if I have a segue for this one. Let's see what the question is first. This one comes from Be More Minecraft. His gamer tag is Diamond18. You might remember him from such videos as the Gauntlet PvP, and he has a video of his construction company on one of my skyscrapers. Anyway, Diamond asks through Twitter, he says, if you were to, wrong 2, Diamond, 1-0. If you were to live in Desolation before Armageddon, where would you have worked in Coveton? No N in Coveton either. Okay. If I were to live in Desolation before Armageddon, where would I have worked? Oh, that's a tough question. Desolation is still being worked on, and we have a lot to go as far as businesses are concerned. There's a few places where I could work. You know, there's a lot of places in the mall. Now, if I had my choice of working in any of the businesses that exist in Coveton right now, I would absolutely, most definitely choose Drainasium. If you're not aware, I'm going to link Drainasium video right here. Click on the card. Go watch the Drainasium video. What are you doing? You're missing out. Drainasium is a video game company based on the movie Grandma's Boy. It's in my skyscraper that doesn't have a name yet. And it's a creative video game company who's working on a creative video game. Now, obviously, that's what I would choose to work, because I'm a creative person. I want to use my brain to make money. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to use any of the... That's my main talent. My main talent is my creativity. So in order to make money, I would like to use my creativity. And the only place I see that myself doing that in Coveton is Drainasium. There's no other creative outlet in this city. There's shops and all that sort of thing. But how can you be creative selling stuff? You know what I mean? There's no place to make music here yet. There's going to be nightclubs. I might change my answer in the future to one of the nightclubs. Who knows? But for right now, I would definitely say Drainasium. I don't want to work in the customer service industry. Are you joking? I did that once before, and it was not for me. Not my style. I do not like interacting with the public as a whole. Okay? I know that you are a member of the public, but I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the public as a whole. The public as a whole are filled with morons. And we are morons. Humans think we're so smart. We think we're so smart. And it's true, a lot of us are extremely intelligent. But the majority of us are stupid. Just stupid. And interacting with the majority of the people in this world, to me, is just an exercise in just my patience and my tolerance. Everything's a test for me. It's like, am I going to slap this guy right now? I'm going to use all my power not to. But, yeah, I don't want to work I'm not trying to make a sandwich for people. I think what I discovered at a very early age was that I don't want to work for anyone. You know what I mean? In all my experiences working for other people, I've been exploited. And it's not the fault of my bosses. I've had a bunch of bosses, and each one tried to exploit me in some way. That's the nature of employment. Employers are trying to extract the most they can from you while paying you the least they can. And that is true of every single employer. Period. They're trying to get as much as they can from you without giving you as much as you deserve. And that's the point of capitalism. That's how capitalism works. We understand that going in. Okay? So your boss, if you're working for someone, your boss is going to try to exploit you. And you have to be, if you want to be a productive member of society, you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with the fact that your skills, your talent, the thing that makes you special and unique will be exploited for someone else's financial gain. That's just the way the world works. Unless, and there's a big unless you use your brain to make yourself in charge. You do the exploiting. That is the goal. That is the American dream. Is to be the one who is exploiting, not to be the exploited one. Now, obviously, you don't have to exploit people. That's not. It's not a black and white sort of thing. But I encourage all of you, when you're, a lot of you in your formative days, your formative years, where you're still trying to decide your place in this world and what you're going to do. And I encourage all of you to think outside the box and maybe don't necessarily jump to one of the pathways that society has laid out for you, because society is based on a history of exploitation. Oh man, how do I say this without freaking you guys out? It's hard to say. I mean, a lot of you are young. I don't want to make you jaded and cynical, but this world is trying to beat you down. It's trying to beat you down the best it can. And the only people who are going to succeed in this life are the people who are determined to not let the world beat them down, to take, life into their own hands. So the pathways that have been laid out for you are ones that have been designed to exploit you. And I encourage you all to use your minds to break free from that system of exploitation. Parents are going to hate me for this, but you guys need to hear this, okay? You guys need to hear this. Do what you love to do and do it nonstop, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Period. That's it. That is it. That is what this life is about. Do what makes you happy. Don't listen to anyone else. Whatever makes you happy is a thing you must do until you're dead. Okay, guys? So when choosing a future job, make sure that you're going to enjoy it. Because you're going to have all these jobs that are not fun. And they're going to make you jaded and cynical towards life. And that's not a good thing. You need to find a job that you fit comfortably in, and you need to do it right away. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Some heavy topics, I'm telling you guys. But the mall is coming along. We'll talk more about Minecraft this coming week. I just want to tell you guys that today. So happy Minecrafting. Leave a like. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.